Hello everybody, this is Tenacious Earl, and we are going to have a great matchup here for you in the TBL this evening. We're going to have the Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Miami 14-6 leading the Tenacious Baseball League 2016 season version 2.0. Pittsburgh Pirates 3 games back at 11-9. So top 4 teams right here, two top 4 teams in the league squaring off. It's going to be Wei-Yin Chen against Francisco Liriano on the mound, a couple lefties, and we're going to get started here in just a second. Want to welcome you, anybody who is new to the channel here. There's 2 of us. We both are named Earl. I go by the name Tenacious. For some reason, my partner goes by the name Tabletop Earl because this is Tabletop Baseball Plus, and this was his channel to begin. But we both contribute material to this, and so this is a league that I have going. So I hope you enjoy this game. Hope it's a good one coming up here, Miami and Pittsburgh at PNC Park. And we will get that going here in just a minute here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Okay, so we're almost ready for this game. We need to get the weather going. It is in Pittsburgh, and it's a 12. It is an afternoon game in May, so 12 is going to be average for Pittsburgh, which is 11s on the singles and 9 and 3. 9 for lefties, 3 righties for the homers in terms of ballpark. So, for the Marlins, Stanton gets the day off, unfortunately for them. Of course, they're leading this series 2-0, so I'm going to see if they can squeak out a series win without Stanton. But a pretty decent lineup here for them, but they also, against the lefty, want to go without Bohr, so because he's not so good against lefties. So, Ichiro Suzuki, the right fielder, will lead off. A lefty in his own right. JT Realmuto will catch and bat second. Then Christian Yelich in left field. Chris Johnson at first base is going to hit cleanup. Derek Dietrich second base. And then Marcell Ozuna in center. Martin Prado at third base. A. Denny Hechavarria shortstop. And Wei-Yin Chen on the mound. So let's get a move on here. Suzuki against Liriano, going from the left side of the hitter's card, and it's 4-10. Suzuki, a lefty, means this is going to be a catcher X opportunity for Eric Kratz, who is behind the plate for the Pirates in this game, and an 18 for a 3 range is a grounder, which will be fielded, and the play will be made on this by him. So 2-3 is scoring, 1 away. JT Realmuto, righty 5-2. That's gonna find some ground over top of the head of Matt Joyce, and it's going to go to the wall, and he's going to roll into... Realmuto will roll into second base with a double. So Liriano and Kratz, not too bad at holding runners. They're just going to go ahead with the heart of the lineup coming up here and not try and run Realmuto with 1 out. So Yelich, 2-9, he strikes out. Big K there for Liriano to get, and that brings up Chris Johnson. With 2 down, can he get Realmuto home? 1-4. A 1 or a 2 is a home run. Otherwise, it'll be a fly ball that will end the inning. Oh, and it is Oh boy, this is a... I'll be right back. I got to check my dimensions. Okay, so because this is a 2, it's right on the edge. This is in play for a robbing chance. And so we check the left fielder because at PNC Park, left field, so Chris Johnson being a right-handed hitter, he's going to be hitting it to left field. So we need to check the left fielder because the left field fence is 6 feet tall. Definitely could be gotten. So we need to check the left fielder. In this game, it's Gregory Polanco. He's a 2, so we need to re-roll the D20. If it's 1 through 7, it's a home run. 8 to 20 is a flyout, and it is going to be caught. He jumps up and makes a spectacular grab. Polanco robs the 2-run home run, and that's going to bring this half inning to a close. Long, loud out there for Chris Johnson as Liriano survives the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Almost said second. And we're going to go to the Pittsburgh lineup. They are a little behind the 8 ball because McCutchen is starting a 2-game injury stretch here, so they're going to have to go without him. It's going to be Josh Harrison at second, Gregory Polanco in left. Starling Marte will be in center field in this game. Jung Ho Gong is going to be at third base, and then Sean Rodriguez will be at first in this one. Matt Joyce in right, Eric Kratz behind the plate. Cervelli is also injured, so and Stewart gets the day off. Jordy Mercer shortstop, and Liriano on the mound. Facing Chen, the lefty, so a couple lefties here. And that is a grounder to shortstop. Up with it is Hechavarria. He throws across to Johnson in time for the first out for Chen. That's a 1-8. That's a strikeout for Polanco. Now Starling Marte. And that is 4-3 against a right-hander. Fly ball to right field. Suzuki 2-2, and it's going to be caught for the out, and that will make it a 1-2-3 inning for the Marlins pitching at the Pirates there. And so, no score. Going to the second. Going to be Derek Dietrich now. Lefty-lefty matchup. Strikes him out. And with one out, it's Marcell Osuna. Righty 5-12, and he is going to strike out as well. So back-to-back Ks for Liriano. Third of the game. Now Martin Prado. And he's going to get a 2-out single, second hit of the game for the Marlins. And he is not going to steal with the bottom of the order coming up here. Not a great speed guy anyway. Hechavarria now, 2 outs. 1-7. Fly ball left field. Underneath it is Polanco. And he makes the grab. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left. And the Marlins will start the third off with Chen coming to the plate. So bottom of the second. And it is Jung Ho Gong. Righty 4-3, another fly ball to right field. We already had that roll once. It's Suzuki. Underneath it, can he make the grab? And I believe he does. E2 and 14, yes. 1 out. Sean Rodriguez. .611 against a righty. Grounder back to Chen. He's a 2-0, so only that will make the difference, and it does. He will make the play. No reason. He's an E0, so no chance at an error for Chen. And now Matt Joyce. 1-9 struck him out. And Chen strong to start here through 2, no score. And speaking of Chen, he's going to lead off. You see his card against lefties and righties. Needs that. 6-11 against a righty. That's a ballpark single chance. 1-11. Is it going to sneak through? It does. So, third hit of the game. And so it's going to bring up Suzuki. Lefty 5-8, struck him out. Chen doesn't have a stealing rating as a pitcher. Real Muto doubled in the first inning. 1-7, that's a grounder to short. That's going to be started by Mercer. Gets it to Harrison, over to Rodriguez for the 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the top of the third. All right, so it'll be Kratz, followed by Mercer, and then Liriano here in the bottom of the third. 5-6. Batting from the right, that is a fly ball to center field, caught out there by Ozuna. Jordy Mercer. Righty 4-7, struck him out. Third strikeout for Chen, and that's going to bring up Francisco Liriano, who against righties has some opportunities, but against lefties, oh, that's going to be a single. First hit of the game comes at the hands of the pitcher, and so that's going to put Liriano on base with Josh Harrison coming to the plate, grounded to short. His first at bat with 2 outs. Can he get Liriano home? 3-12. No, it's going to be a liner. Sharp shot right at Prado. He makes the catch and retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. 0-0. Quick game thus far. It's going to bring up part of the order for the Marlins. Here's Christian Yelich. Lefty-lefty matchup. Lefty 5-10. Grounder to shortstop. Mercer 3. E10. 3-11. We'll get to that. And that is a play that is made by Mercer. Good throw. Good deal. 1 out. Chris Johnson. Marlins a half a game ahead of the Mets after the Mets defeated the Oakland Athletics in a game played earlier. Well, that's going to be a walk for Johnson. Just missed a home run in his first at-bat. And that's going to bring up Dietrich with a runner at first and 1 away. Lefty 6-6. This is trouble. This is going to get first and third at the very least. A 1-5 will score a run. Oh, and it's a 5. That is going to be a triple for Dietrich. He goes all the way to third and in to score. Johnson trying to get his breath. That's a long way for him to run, but he does get there, and a triple with an RBI, and the Marlins jump out to a 1-0 lead. So then Marcell Ozuna now with a runner at third and 1 out. They're going to play with the infield back. Going to try and just 1 out here. So Ozuna 4-7. this would be a 1 to 13 single, and it's going to single. That's going to score, and that is 2-0. 2-0 Marlins. They have been super hot lately. So now Prado with runner at first. Zuna not going to run here. Righty 6-8. Well, he's going to draw a walk, so that moves another runner into scoring position. Sixth batter to come to the plate here is going to be Hechavarria. That's a ground ball to second, and this is going to start the third. It's going to start the double play. It's going to be Gong to Harrison to Rodriguez, and that will end this inning. It's also going to mean we have to check Hechavarria for an injury. So, be right back. Okay, so Hechavarria is he could be susceptible to the biggest injury possible, which would be a at 450 it limits him to 15 games. But let's see. But so anything above, if it's a 20, then it has to be limited to 15 otherwise. But let's see if he has to stay in the game, or if he's going to be out. Well, he is going to be out. That's a 5-game injury with a 15. And now I just have to decide if he's going to get it. So 1 to 2, he leaves the game. 3 to 4, he stays. Well, since the inning is over, he would come out right now instead of, it's not a hit by pitch or anything. And then 5 to 6, he would stay in the game. And now it's a 2. He's going to have to be subbed immediately. So, and I don't know if I hope I get this right every time. I should write this down so it's consistent, but I think as long as I say it before I do the roll, then so it's Hechavarria, and that is a 5-game injury for him, and he's got to come out of the game. So it's going to have to be Miguel Rojas. He's the only other shortstop available, so he will come in the bottom of the 4th. I'm going to put a line right there that shows that that was the last at bat for Hechavarria, and he's a 13 runner, and he is a 2E28 at shortstop. So that's the adjustment we have to make. Unfortunately for the Marlins, they lose their starting shortstop for 5 games. So, all right, bottom of the 4th, 2-0, and it's going to be Polanco leading off. Polanco, Marte, Gong. Lefty 5'11", fly ball to left field. It's going to be Yelich. He is a great fielder, one range, gets under easily, and well, that's an E7 and a 4. What happens here? Let's take a look. Oh, and he gets away with it. If he was a 6, he would have committed an error, but it's going to be caught by Yelich for the first out. Marte. Righty 412, grounded to first. This is going to be Johnson, 4E10, not nearly as good in the field here. Well, that's going to be a single to Marte, and then it's a matter of whether 15 is an error. Could it be a single and an error on Johnson? E10, and 15 is an error. One base error, so Marte will take second base as Johnson boots that one, E3. And so the first runner in scoring position for the Pirates, and it's going to be Gong now. Potential wild pitch for Chen, needs a repeat of the 1. That's a 7, so no repeat. So gong. Righty 4-3. It's another fly ball to right. It's going to be Suzuki 2E2. 2 and 8. He's going to get underneath that one. 8. And then, yeah, that's he's gonna make a catch. So 2-8. That is an F2. And so the F2, runner on second may tag up and try to advance. Running speed plus outfielder's arm. Running speed. So that's Marte is a 17 plus. That is Suzuki's arm a -1. Well, he's going to take a chance here. 1 to 16, and he does make it. That's a bit of a chance, so it's going to be 9. Suzuki and right, and might have even gotten to add another 1 because it's right. It's right field, but it doesn't say that on the fielding chart. But he does advance to third on the fly ball, and so it's going to bring up Sean Rodriguez with a chance to single home Marte with 2 outs. See if he can do that. Righty 4-4. Grounder to third. It's going to be up to Prado 2E10. 2 and 15. He gets to it. Does he make the play? And I believe a 10 on an E10 at third base is just fine, and it is. He makes the play, and that will retire the side. Good throw across the diamond, and Pittsburgh comes up empty there after a hit and an error, and they leave Marte stranded at third base. Okay, so top of the 5th, Liriano's inning of weakness. And here is Wei-Yin Chen at the plate, 4-2. Well, he's going to get his second hit of the game unless it's 16 to 20. Oh, there's a 20. So, liner to short. Caught by Mercer, 1 out. Suzuki, 0 for 2 so far in the leadoff hole. Another 4-2. So, but based on statistics, he should get a single out of it. Oh. Oops. Try rolling it here again. This time keep it on. Yes, he does. So. Okay, yeah, Suzuki, he will, with 1 out, he will try to get a lead here. Needs a 6 on the added yellow dice. He gets a 4, so he's going to have to stay put. Only a 1 to 8 chance, so not a great opportunity there, but Real Muto at the plate. So 2-0 Marlins, and Real Muto up to 7. That's a single. And that's going to allow Suzuki to cruise into third base easily. And the Pirates are going to have to get their bullpen up and rolling because they have Liriano 1 away from being tired. So Caminero is the only guy who is he is available. Nobody is unavailable for them. They will get A.J. Schugel. And let's see. That's the only left-handed arm they have in the bullpen is Watson. I think they're going to hold on to him. So now Yelich at the plate with first and third. They're going to have to play with the corners in here with 1 out. If it's up the middle, they get a double play. If it's at the corners, they'll try to gun down Suzuki at the plate. So here we go. 6-7 lefty, 1 to 4 single. This would be, oh boy, well, it's a ground ball to first A otherwise. So it is a ground ball to first A, and the corner's in on first and third, 8. Batter out, runner on third holds, runner on first advances to second. So they don't get the double play. Only play is to first, but that is going to be, oops, wrote that down wrong. We're going to say this is U3. Rodriguez is going to get back over there. So now 2 outs and Chris Johnson up. So see if Liriano can get through this inning, and he would be bat 4th in the bottom of the 5th. So maybe a chance for the Pirates to bring somebody on in his replacement. 3-7. That's a grounder to short. That's going to end the inning as Mercer throws to first for the out. No runs, 2 hits, and Liriano does survive that half inning, and he very well may pitch the 6th if they go down in order. Just depends on the situation, perhaps. So Matt Joyce, 2-0 Marlins, and 3-9. That's a strikeout. Second strikeout of Joyce here tonight. Eric Kratz, righty 5-10. It's a catcher X. That is going to be Real Muto 2. 2-5 is a pop-up, and 14 on an E2 is not an error, so that will, I said a pop-up, so that'll be P2, second out. And now Jordy Mercer, 2-5, that's going to go right up the middle, and they're going to have to retreat. That is Ozuna retreating to get that. Mercer's going to be able to roll into second with a double, and that means that Schugel is going to come in at the top of the 6th. The Pirates will pinch hit for Francisco. And so they will they're going to call on David Freese. To try and score Mercer here. So Freese at the plate with 2 outs, runner at second. Oh, and a potential wild pitch again. You need a repeat of 1, and doesn't get it. So here we go. Freese up with 2 outs. 5-5 righty. Is he normal? He is normal. That is swung on. That is long, and it is gone. That is a home run for David Freese. And that ties the ball game. Takes Chen deep. Pinch hit home run. David Freese. And that works out well for the Pirates as the 5-5 against a righty. That's just a straight up normal home run gone. And as you can see, Freese is normal. So that is not what Chen had hoped for. It's going to bring up Harrison with 2 outs. So 2 hits with 2 outs, a double and a home run, and that squares this ball game at 2. And then it's a 2-6. That's another single. So Chen, the wheel's coming off a little bit here. Harrison, not the greatest pair to steal against, but Harrison will try with 2 outs to get a lead. 4 or 6, and it's 5. So no such luck there. Going to be Polanco. Runner at first, 2 outs. 4-4 grounder to third base. It's going to be up to Prado, 2E10. He gets to it, and at a 5, I think that will just be a play made. That is potentially a rare play. Now let's see, it was 15 on the 2, so that's a G1. It's a double play, but there's 2 outs, so this is nothing. So we will say 5-3 ends the inning. No rare play. 2 runs. So through 5, it is square at 2. Liriano, no decision for him. So, and they're going to bring in A.J. Schugel. So got to get the numbers. Schugel is a 6-12. Okay, so he's going to face Dietrich. Top of the 6, 2-2. Lefty 5-5. Tall pop-up. Underneath it is Harrison, and makes the grab. And Ozuna now. Again, we're going from the right side with Schugel. 6-6 righty struck him out. Brings up Martin Prado. 3-7. That's a grounder to Harrison, and he throws over to Rodriguez. 1-2-3 inning for Schugel. Might go 2. We'll see what happens here. Chen in his inning of weakness now. Going to face the heart of the order. Marte, Gong, and Rodriguez. So here is Marte against the lefty. Righty 6-6 struck him out. 1 for 3 for Marte. Now Gong has flown out to right field twice. Suzuki got him both times. 5-9 righty grounder to short. It's going to be Rojas in the game. Making the play there in the game for Hechavarria. It's going to bring up Sean Rodriguez. On 6, this is trouble. It could sneak by the fielder. Needs a 1 for that to happen. That's an 8. So a single. 2 out, single for Rodriguez, and it's going to bring up Matt Joyce. Here we go with 2 outs. Lefty 6-5, grounder to second base. He will throw to first, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit. Chen makes it through 6, and I think that will probably be it for him. I need to check the pitching usage for Miami. They're in good shape. They've got everybody at their disposal. So Schugel, they will bring up Justin Bohr, and they're going to get, see, so Kratz, Mercer, those are righties. They're going to get Brian Ellington warming up. So Rojas in his first at bat since coming on for Hechavarria. Righty 4-8, ground to third base. And that's 1 out. So now Chen's spot, that's going to be it for him. Pinch hitter will be Justin Bohr. And he's going to draw a walk. So Suzuki now, the lefty up against Schugel. Bohr, not much of a stolen base threat. Here is Suzuki. 4-9 lefty struck him out. So Suzuki goes down. And it's going to leave it to JT Realmuto with Bohr at first base. 2 outs. 1-5. That's another walk. This is the potential for weakness here for Schugel. So the they're going to get Neftali Feliz warming up here just in case Schugel gives up another hit or walk. And so Yelich at the plate with 2 outs. 4-8 lefty. Liner, sharp shot right at Mercer, and the side is retired. 7th inning stretch. Stand up. Get those legs worked out, and we'll get going here. So Chen is out of the game. It's going to be Ellington. And Ellington 6-12 guy. 6 innings pitched for Chen. Again, no decision for him. And it's going to be Kratz first. And you can see Kratz not very good against righties. And that's a fly ball to left, caught out there by Yelich. 1 out. Jordy Mercer. Righty 5-9. That is going to be at least a single, but only a 20 will bring a single. It's going to be a double for Mercer. And the Pirates are in business. So Ellington well, they're going to hold on here with, they're going to use Cole Figueroa, not exactly who you'd like, but they don't have McCutchen, so they kind of have to go by what they have. So here's lefty against righty. Runner at second with 1 out. Figueroa, 2-9. That's going to be a pop-up to short. That'll be the second out. That brings up Josh Harrison. Can he bring home Mercer and give the Pirates a lead? Let's see. Righty 4-8, that's a walk. So that sets up force at any of the bases except home. And it's going to bring up Gregory Polanco. Marlins. Mike Dunn is not available, so he was only, let's see, yeah, he's not available in this game, so he's their only lefty. They're just going to have to go with Ellington here. So 2 outs, it's going to be Polanco. .210, that's a grounder right back to Ellington, and Ellington throws to first, and we're going to go to the 8th. Still 2-2, tight ball game here at PNC Park. And it's going to be Felice next on the hill for the Pirates. Marlins are going to get McGowan warming up. But we got Felice coming in. Okay, so Chris Johnson first to face Felice. 4, he draws a walk. Brings up Dietrich. 3-11. That's a, ooh boy, that's a potential single. 1-11, ballpark single chance. Oh, and it's going to be a liner caught by second baseman Josh Harrison, and that'll be an out. Now Marcell Ozuna. 1 away, runner at first. Righty 4-8, that's a walk. It's going to put a runner in scoring position. And brings up Prado. Still have Stanton to come off the bench here, potentially. So Prado with 1 away and runners at first and second. 6'9" righty struck him out. And now Rojas, it's up to him. 3 column is one that would be good for the Marlins here. But it's a 2-7. That's a fly ball to left. It's going to be caught by Polanco, and they leave 2 runners stranded. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. If Pittsburgh could catch a lead, they could get their closer, Melanson up. So it's going to be McGowan here. Dustin McGowan. And his, he is a 6'12" guy. Okay, and it's going to be Marte. He's going to be facing the toughest part of the lineup here. So here we go. 4-6 against a righty. That's a strikeout. Brings up Gong. Righty 6'9" struck him out. And now Sean Rodriguez. A little thin on the bench here, so they're going to have to just stick with who they have. 2-7. That's a strikeout. Strikes out the side. McGowan dealing. He will only get 1 inning. And Marlins will get Kyle Barraclaw up. And with a day off, they're going to use Melanson here, the Pirates, as no sense in holding him back. Top of the 9th. Let's see, I'm trying to find his card. Where did he end up that season? Washington, maybe? Yeah. He cannot be injured. So Felice goes 1 inning. And Melanson comes in, and it's going to be the pitcher spot. They're going to hang on to Stanton for now. They're going to pinch hit with Gillespie. Want to use Stanton in a leverage situation if possible. So here is Gillespie. 3-2. Oh, and he cranks one into the corner. That's going to roll around there in right field, and that is going to go for a triple. Gillespie. He had 2 triples in that season, and he gets one right here, and that's going to make them move the infield in, and they're going to go ahead and pinch hit for Ichiro right now and bring in Stanton. So and he is and they're going to get AJ Ramos warming up in the Marlins bullpen, looking to try and sweep this series. And so here is Stanton to play in the infield in 2-2 game against Melanson. Here we go. 3-5 is a strikeout, and Stanton has gotten the better of. Now, Real Muto, they could have actually walked Stanton, but why put a guy on when Real Muto coming up can park one as well? So here's Real Muto again, the infield in. 3-9. That's a grounder to first B, runner on third, ground ball B7. Batter safe, lead runners out. They're going to throw home, and they get him. That's a 3-2 play, fielder's choice. Really bad luck there for the Marlins as Real Muto hits it sharply to Rodriguez. He comes home with it and applying the tag Kratz. And so now Yelich with 2 outs. One 6 strikes him out, and that is an opportunity lost for the Marlins. Gillespie gets on third with nobody out, and they can't bring him home as Melanson reaches down deep, and so Stanton will stay in right field for Suzuki, and it's going to be Bearclaw. Trying to hold this to a tie and get them to the 10th. And it's going to be, let's see, he's a 0 guy. So here is Matt Joyce facing Bearclaw. Lefty, 6-7, that's a walk. Leadoff guy on, and they're gonna pinch hit with Chris Stewart here. So runner at first, Chris Stewart at the plate. Or 6 righty. That's another walk. So runner in scoring position with nobody out. Go ahead run, the winning run, and it's going to be Jordy Mercer up. They still have Jaso who can come to the plate. And they don't have a lefty to face up against him here. So here is Mercer, first and second. Nobody out. 2-4. That's a ballpark single. That would load the bases if it can squeak through 1 to 11. And it does. Base is loaded. They're going to have to play with the infield in here. And it's going to bring up John Jaso, who's going to come in here and pinch hit from Melanson. McCutcheon not available in this game, so here we go. Base is loaded. Nobody out. Infield is in. Outfield is in. 11. Let's see what he can do here. John Jaso. 4-7 lefty. That is a walk. That is ball game. He draws a walk off Bearclaw, and that is it. In comes Joyce to score. That is your ball game. The Pirates do salvage a game in this series, as 3 walks in the inning for Bearclaw and a decent ERA, but he is a walk machine, and it comes back to haunt him here. And 3-2 is your final here from PNC Park. Pirates get their record to 12-9, 14-7 now for the Marlins. They drop into a tie with the Mets for first. Winning pitcher will be Mark Melanson, pitching 1 inning, holding the Marlins in that inning with working around that triple. The loss goes to Kyle Bearclaw. And your hero in this game, we're going to call it David Freese with a pinch hit 2-run home run to tie the ball game for the Pirates. So be right back with some closing thoughts here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Pirates win. Home team gets a 1 out of 3 series here against the Marlins. So there you have it. Good game, close game. A couple teams that look like they're going to be around when we get to the end of the season here, or near the top. So the Pirates get the job done in the bottom of the 9th, walk it off with a walk, and that is your final here, 3-2. So if you could like, subscribe, share, whatever you feel led to do, we would really appreciate it here on the channel. We thank all of our supporters. Keep wanting to bring you content. We did some baseball here. We've got other games. Tabletop Earl's got boxing. I've got probably some soccer, some football, some golf coming up down the road. So just stay tuned, And keep subscribing here to Tabletop Baseball Plus, and we just hope that you enjoy the videos. So, till next time, here in the Tenacious Baseball League, you've got your Marlins and you got your Mets tied at the top through 21 games each. So, till next time, I'll just hope those dice keep rolling true for you, and we will see you soon here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. Good night.